Question number one, do you just sell everything then? Do you go to cash and wait for it to come back when it's cheap? Dalio says that that's the worst thing you can do, and I agree with him. And this is where it gets uncomfortable for the doomer crowd. His words are, cash is the worst investment over a long period of time because inflation will eat it away, which is obviously true. The latest inflation numbers in the US came in at 3.5% for the year. So money sat in cash loses about 3.5% of what it can actually buy every year, whether you look at it or not. Now, you'll say, hang on, I get interest on my cash. You do. And the interest roughly matches inflation. So at best, you're just kind of standing still. You're breaking even. Then you pay taxes on that interest, and that's where they get you. So let's do the math with a real number. Say you've got $10,000 sat in there. You earn about 4%, so $400. You pay tax on that. So call it $300 cash in hand in interest from your $10,000. And then inflation took about $350 of purchasing power out of that pile. So you're down $50 and you did everything right. $10,000 saved in the year 2000 is worth around about $5,000 now in terms of what you can buy. So inflation just sucks. It eats away at your money. That's the price of sitting all the way to the left of that slider that I talked about. And the reason people happily pay it is because it's kind of invisible. That $10,000 sat in your bank is just going to stay there and feel like it's still $10,000. It's still $10,000 sat in your bank, so it feels like you've lost nothing. It's only when you go to spend it that you realize how little you can buy with it these days compared to 20 years ago. Okay, so we can't sell everything and move the slider all the way to the left. How about we go all the way to the right? The other end costs more, and it costs it a lot faster. Dalio said on these cycles, direct quote, that they go down 60 to 70%. And we saw that when the NASDAQ went down 78% during the dot-com bubble. Now, a 60% fall is not really a 60% problem. And this is the math that really catches everyone out with investing. Take that same $10,000 that we talked about. If it drops 60%, you've got $4,000 left, which kind of sucks. To get back to 10,000 from 4,000, you don't need to earn 60%. You need to make 150%. The math on big drawdowns is absolutely brutal. Now, the answer to all of this, and I know because someone is already typing it, is that no worries, you just sell the top, right? You just sell the top, of course you do. But Dalio has an answer for that too.
I would also say something. The future is very unknown, and people should not be timing. Sophisticated investors have a real challenge even in timing a bubble. So the important thing always is to diversify.
So that's a man with decades of experience, a full research team, and hundreds of employees, and he can't guess the top. So normal investors stand absolutely no chance, let's face it. So basically, at both ends of the slider, you're completely screwed. If you're all out and you just have cash in the bank, you're losing money to inflation. If you're all in, you're gonna have to eat a 60 to 70% loss at some point, or even a 78% loss if the next bubble is as bad as the dot-com bubble, where the NASDAQ lost 78%. Like I've said a bloody 100 times in this video, I'm sorry. Quick thing before you go, I've written a free guide called How to Retire Before 2036. It's a full 10-year plan for anyone starting late. Get out of debt, invest properly, retire on time. Free download, link in the description.